Welcome to our continuing series, Fine Poetry, Poems that Touch Deeper Chords. Poems of Rainer Maria Rilke. Early spring, harshness vanished, a sudden softness has replaced the meadow's wintry gray. Little rivulets of water changed their singing accents. Tendernesses, hesitantly, reach towards the earth from space. And country lanes are showing these unexpected, subtle risings that find expression in the empty trees. Evening. The sky puts on the darkening blue coat, held for it by a row of ancient trees. You watch, and the lands grow distant in your sight. One journeying to heaven, one that falls, and leave you not at home in either one. Not quite so still and dark as the darkened houses. Not calling to eternity with the passion of what becomes a star each night and rises, and leave you inexpressibly to unravel your life with its immensity and fear, so that now bounded, now immeasurable, it is alternately stone in you and star. Translated by Stephen Mitchell. Exposed on the cliffs of the heart. Exposed on the cliffs of the heart. Look how tiny down there. Look, the last village of words, and higher, but how tiny. Still one last farmhouse of feeling. Can you see it? Exposed on the cliffs of the heart, stone ground under your hands. Even here, though, something can bloom. On a silent cliff edge, an unknowing plant blooms, singing into the air. But the one who knows, he began to know, and is quiet now, exposed on the cliffs of the heart. While, with their full awareness, many sure-footed mountain animals pass or linger, and the great sheltered bird flies, slowly circling around the peak's pure denial, but without a shelter, here on the cliffs of the heart. Extinguish thou my eyes. Extinguish thou my eyes, I still can see thee. Deprive my ears of sound, I still can hear thee. And without feet I still can come to thee. And without voice I still can call to thee. Sever my arms from me, I still will hold thee. With all my heart, as with a single hand, arrest my heart, my brain will keep on beating. And should thy fire at last my brain consume, the flowing of my blood will carry thee. Translated by Albert Ernest Fleming. Falling stars. Do you remember still the falling stars? that like swift horses through the heavens raced, and suddenly leaped across the hurdles of our wishes. Do you recall? And we did make so many, for there were countless numbers of stars. Each time we looked above, we were astounded by the swiftness of their daring play, while in our hearts we felt safe and secure, watching these brilliant bodies disintegrate, knowing somehow we had survived their fall. Translated by Albert Ernest Fleming. What survives? Who says that all must vanish? Who knows? Perhaps the flight of the bird you wound remains, and perhaps flowers survive caresses in us, in their ground. It isn't the gesture that lasts, but it dresses you again in gold armor, from breast to knee. And the battle was so pure, an angel wears it after you. Translated by A. Poulain. What birds plunge through is not the intimate space. What birds plunge through is not the intimate space in which you see all forms intensified. In the open, denied, you would lose yourself, would disappear into that vastness. Space reaches from us and translates things to become the very essence of a tree. Throw inner space around it from that space that lives in you. Encircle it with restraint. It has no limits. For the first time, shaped in your renouncing, it becomes fully tree. Submitted and translated by Gabriel Caffrey. Water lily, my whole life is mine, but whoever says so will deprive me, for it is infinite. The ripple of water, the shade of the sky are mine. It is still the same, my life. No desire opens me. I am full. I never close myself with refusal. In the rhythm of my daily soul, I do not desire. I am moved. By being moved, I exert my empire, making the dreams of night real. Into my body, at the bottom of the water, I attract the beyonds of mirrors. Translated by A. Poulain. To music. Music. Breathing of statues. Perhaps silence of paintings. You, language, where all language ends. You, time, standing vertically on the motion of mortal hearts. Feelings for whom? O you, the transformations of feelings into what? Into audible landscape. You stranger, music. You heart space grown out of us. The deepest space in us, which, rising above us, forces its way out. Holy departure. when the innermost point in us stands outside, as the most practiced distance, as the other side of the air, pure, boundless, no longer habitable. Translated by Stephen Mitchell. Namaskar.